Hi friends, welcome to Blended Hearts Homestead. Today I'm going to share with you an easy method for creating your own homemade herbal soothing salve. It is perfect for any of those minor cuts that you get, little boo-boos, bumps, bruises on the kids, or maybe even when you're working out in the garden and your hands just get a little too cut up. So if you're looking for something that's all natural, completely organic, and very healthy for you to use, so stick around and let me show you how to make this very simple soothing salve. Now the first thing I am going to recommend to you is to get this book right here. It is the Homesteader's Herbal Companion, written by Amy Fowle, and it is a fantastic resource on how to grow herbs, how to use herbs, different recipes for herbs. I am using her recipe that's in this book today for the soothing salve that I'm about to show you how to make. It is an excellent resource to have and I highly recommend it. I will link to it in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. The next thing we're going to do is measure out our herbs to put into the oils before we put them into the oven. So the herbs we are using in this recipe are Calendula, Chamomile, and Arnica. So I want to measure out 0.5 ounces of each herb. I'm going to use a weight scale here. Measure the cup first. That's at 1.7. Reset that to 0. These herbs I purchased online through Amazon. Also, let's see. This is our Arnica. I'm just measuring out 0.5 ounces of the flowers. Oh, all right, that is 0.5 ounces. So you need an oven-safe container to have put in the oven with the oil and the herbs. So I'm actually going to use little bread pans for this. So got my herbs, going to pour that into my bread pan. And then I'm going to add 1.5 cups of coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil for this purpose. And just pour that right over the herbs. Yeah, there's the first one. 0.5 of the chamomile. Again, 1.5 cups of coconut oil. Okay, and we're going to set this one aside and do the last one, which is the calendula. Okay, here are our soaked herbs in coconut oil. And now we are going to actually put these into our preheated 300 degree Fahrenheit oven. We're going to turn the oven off and allow the mixture to infuse in the oven heat for 2 to 3 hours. Turn it off. Once your herbs have been steeping in the oil in the oven for about 2 to 3 hours, you're going to want to take them out and strain them into a glass jar Put a lid on it to cap it tightly, and you can store this oil for up to 6 months. So we're going to take a strainer and slowly strain it. Emphasis on slowly. Now, another very important thing to remember is to label your jars so you know which herb-infused oils are in there. For example, this one is Calendula. Now we have our calendula, our chamomile, and our arnica herb-infused oils ready to go. One thing to note is that you can apply either the chamomile or arnica oils directly to your skin straight from the jar. Arnica is used for sore muscles, aches and pains, and closed wounds. Chamomile is used for soothing irritated skin. So now that we have our herb-infused oils ready to go, we can create our soothing salve. So salves are good to have on hand for any kind of minor cuts, bruises, headaches, even a diaper rash you can make salves for. But today we are going to make one that's called a simple soothing salve, and this one is good for bumps, bruises, minor cuts, and scrapes. It soothes the skin, reduces pain, and even helps with inflammation. Two of the other ingredients that you're going to need besides your 3 herb-infused oils are beeswax. I will put a link in the description below to the Hungry Bear's farm where I purchased this beeswax from. You're also going to need a bigger jar that we are going to put everything into, and we are going to use a double boiler method in order to melt it down. Then you're going to need some kind of tin to put your salves into as well. I will also put a link in the description below to where I purchased these. First thing we're going to do, I've got a 1 ounce brick of beeswax, which is what I need. I'm going to put that in the jar. Then I'm going to measure out 1 ounce of each oil to put in the jar as well. Now this is the Arnica oil. This is the calendula oil. And this is the chamomile oil. You notice you don't need very much, so I still have a lot left over to make more with. So now we're going to melt this down. Now here I have put 1 inch of water into this pan. I'm going to set the heat on the stovetop to medium. I'm going to add this pan into it. It's just going to sit right there on top. And basically the steam is going to melt down the beeswax and melt everything together. Now, if you don't have a pan system like this to create a double boiler, you can actually use a glass bowl and just set it on top of a pot. Make sure that it's sealed everything so that way the steam doesn't evaporate out, and it'll melt it down just fine that way. Once your oil and beeswax has fully melted down together, turn off your heat. Very carefully remove your hot jar or other container that you are using. And you want to immediately pour it into your tins. And let's see. So carefully take our jar. Okay, now you want to let that cool completely, and then you're going to cap it very tightly. So now we are going to put the caps on these tightly, and they can be stored for up to 1 year. And there you have it, guys. A super simple, easy recipe to make a soothing salve, all natural, to have on hand for your family. I definitely enjoy trying to find new ways to make natural products, as it is quite comforting knowing that you can still provide healing to your family, as well as a little more safety with what ingredients are included in these products. So if you found this video informative, please hit the thumbs up sign below, subscribe and share, and feel free to follow us, as I will be making more and more natural products as we go along. If you have any products that you make or any kind of tips or tricks that you have for things like this, please leave a comment below. I love learning new things. I greatly appreciate you being here and watching our channel. I hope you do get something out of it, as I love being able to share with others. So until later, have a wonderful day, and God bless you.